Finally, our tech story for the week. Meta's fact-checking partners say they were blindsided by a decision to axe them. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm pretty sure by now you guys have heard. But Mark Zuckerberg came out and said, we are no longer going to be fact-checking on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. They're abandoning it. And they didn't even let the third-party websites know in advance. The third-party people involved in doing this, they found out basically around the time that we found out. So they are dropping that and following X, Twitter, their example, and instead offering community notes model where the community agrees if something is true or not. The news that this was happening was announced in a blog post by Chief Global Affairs Officer Joel Kaplan on Tuesday morning. The company plans to rely on X-style community notes, which allow users to flag content that they think is inaccurate or requires further explanation. There you go. You can flag stuff, but you're not going to have people fact checking you officially. It's just going to have to be a group effort. Majority rules. I can see where that can be good and bad. Because at one time, the majority believed a bunch of inaccurate things. I'm going to take it all the way back to King Henry VIII. He kept blaming his wives for not giving him sons, only to find out that it's technically the male sperm that denotes the sex of the child. Anyway, Alan Duke, who's the co-founder and editor-in-chief of fact-checking site, fact-checking site Lead Stories, said there was no advance notice. He said the most painful part of this is losing some very good experienced journalists who will no longer be paid to research false claims found on Meta platforms. They are pissed. They are pissed because this is going to affect their business. It's going to affect a lot of people whose job it is to do this. I mean, this is a global thing. Facebook isn't just a little company. It's global. This is going to spread across the globe as far as affecting commerce in this field. Now, the other thing is Mark Zuckerberg threw them under the bus. I don't know if you guys heard his when he addressed in a video to the public, he threw them under the bus. He was like, yeah, we're not going to be doing this anymore. We don't want people getting banned and removed, because of fact checkers, And they came here and they were like, facts are not censorship. Fact checkers never censored anything. And Meta always held the cards. It's time to quit invoking inflammatory and false languages in describing the role of journalists and fact checking. Holy schmaholies. I want to take a quick moment to ask you guys if you like the content that you're watching, if you could hit that notification bell, subscribe. I don't even think I said that in the right order. But if you want to hear more from me, go ahead and do that. And I'm trying to grow this community, be helpful. And for those of you who want to hear even more from me, go ahead and check out my Patreon, NXG Global Productions, where there's more perks, more benefits, more insight, more videos. I'm also a filmmaker and writer, so I divulge tips and all kind of fun things. And for those of you who are ready to get your screenwriting journey started, I'm going to be teaching an intro to screenwriting class online on March 1st. I'm going to put all details in the captions in the comments. We're going to be going over dialogue and characters, screenwriting format. It's going to be a good time. Plug over. So they're saying that, listen, we just check the facts. We don't censor you. We don't ban you. We don't block you. We don't remove you. That's on Meta. Mark completely threw them under the bus. And some are stipulating it's because of the incoming, the changing of the hands happening right now in the White House. Angie Drobig-Holland, director of the International Fact-Checking Network, said in an emailed statement, fact-checkers have not been biased in their work. That attack line comes from those who feel they should be able to exaggerate and lie without rebuttal or contradiction. Yep. The sky is yellow, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Don't fact check me. Oh my gosh. I definitely think that there's been an overuse of censorship, like wild, on things that don't even make sense that you're censoring. But as always, there seems to be, in my opinion, an overcorrection. So instead of pulling back, changing the guidelines, they want to remove the system all completely and just be like, here, community, have at it. Y'all decide. I think you guys are going to start seeing more nefarious posts than normal on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Yeah, I don't think this is the move. I definitely am not in favor of all the censorship that's been going on. It's been done. It's wild. But essentially, free range, no holding of the reins. I don't know if this is the move. I don't know if this is the move. Am I alone in this? I feel like there are people who are celebrating, people who are worried. Like, I feel like it's either you're celebrating this because, like, yes, no more censorship. I get to be more free in displaying ideas and talking and discussion, which is great. And then you have the other side who's like, yeah, but what are you gonna be saying? Only time will tell how this works. I'm on X, but I'm not like on X. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can follow me. I'm there, but I don't really be there. X is always, even when it was Twitter, I'm just like, I feel like I'm in the middle of a crowded street trying to hail a taxi or something. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? I always feel lost. So I don't really know how it is. And then I follow mostly like movie accounts or stuff like that. So I don't get into too many different types of discussions. I definitely don't do political discussions because it's exhausting. No, thank you. Yeah. Well, I guess time will tell if this is a good thing. Time will tell.